Hey, what is up, people? Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're talking about Five Finger Death Punch, The Wrong Side of Heaven. And the reason why I love getting CDs over an MP3 or any other sort of music is you get boxes like this. And this is something I got at Best Buy. It was the more expensive one, because they also had and like I was saying, this CD, The Wrong Side of Heaven, has songs such as Watch You Bleed, The Wrong Side of Heaven, Burn Mother Effer, I'm Sin, Anywhere But Here, and many other songs that are just really aggressive. And this album is featuring Tech N9ne on Mama Said Knock You Out. Yes, a metal band did do a song, a cover song, Mama Knock You Out. And I think that song is originally done, Mama Said Knock You Out is originally done, if I'm not mistaken, because I'm not a huge rap fan, is originally done by LL Cool J. And I will say this, guys, that the remix, or cover song I should say, is really aggressive. And Tech N9ne, it's just one of those songs that they turned from being a rap song into a more metal rap, something like Limp Bizkit and stuff. And I seen this band live, and when they performed it, and they performed it really well. It's just they didn't really do the rapping part all that well, because they had the rap on a tape delay, you know, like when his rap came, they would just play it because Tech N9ne wasn't actually at the concert. But like I said, this is their 2003 release. They are working on a new album, but this is The Wrong Side of Heaven Volume 1. They do have a Volume 2. And like I said, it came with a shirt from Best Buy. And that's something I like. And I keep these boxes around just because it's something that you don't normally get with an MP3. And sometimes you do get these with vinyl. You will get like a big box with the vinyl. And that's one thing. CDs and CDs and vinyl you get are boxes like this with really a lot of display, a lot of artwork, and that is something when you're just getting an MP3 off of iTunes, you're just not going to get. And this is something that I was like, yeah, I'm going to pay the extra money. It was like 20 bucks or $23 for this. You guys might be thinking that's a ripoff, but it came with a Five Finger Death Punch shirt. It came with that cool ass artwork. But as always, guys, just remember to rate, even if you hate, comment, and subscribe. And that is my review of Five Finger Death Punch, The Wrong Side of Heaven. I think this album is very aggressive, very heavy. They do have acoustic-y, like slower songs to more heavier stuff. But Five Finger Death Punch for me is one of those bands that will always be improving. They put out bangers after bangers after bangers. There's probably 13 to 14 songs on, there's 14 tracks on this album, and I would say at least 10 of them are songs you can listen to all the way through. It's not one of those people nowadays that put out one song and that's the only song people know. I think Five Finger Death Punch realizes you have to put out consistent hits and consistent good music all the time for people to come back and buy your album, because I wouldn't personally go out and buy, let's say, Tech N9ne's album if all he had was one club hit. And most rappers nowadays and musicians are just putting out club songs that you can bump at the club, and that's it. And I don't want, and for me personally, I think Five Finger Death Punch is like, we're not putting out club bumping music, we're putting out music that you can listen to and you can rock out to. This is something that anybody can rock out to. It's not too aggressive and not too mellow. So if you're not into that like really aggressive music, you're gonna like this. And if you're not into that like acoustic-y stuff, like too poppy, this is the band for you, because they do have a little bit of screaming vocals, but not too harsh, and they do have a lot of singing and melody, something similar to like Disturbed. If you know what Disturbed's all about, you're gonna know what Five Finger's all about. They're pretty much a very similar style, a very similar band. And what I recommend you guys picking up, The Wrong Side of Heaven Volume 1, yeah, and Wrong Side of Heaven Volume 2 is the better version of both of these albums. But as always, hit that like button, subscribe button, and I'll definitely talk to you in the next video. Hopefully you guys love me shooting outside. I'm just experimenting, trying to get natural lighting and get the video popping for you guys. And that is my review of 5 Finger Death Punch Wrong Side of Heaven Volume 1.